Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the WA v South Australia Women's BOXALL semi-final. In the box today, with over 100 games played internationally, 10 years of combined Premier League experience, is Rick Cooper and I. Rick Cooper, who has 20 of those years, and me with about 3. But Rick Cooper, legend of the game. Welcome to the box, and thanks for joining me.
Yeah, pleasure to be here. Thanks for the sparkling intro. Much appreciated.
That's how I prepared it earlier.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I know you haven't seen as many games, so I'll kind of bring you up to speed. These two teams met each other first round. The South Australian team got up by a goal or two, I believe, but it was a pretty heavily contested game. South Australia did really well at stopping WA's speed, which is their greatest asset. And yeah, just played a really hard-nosed game. So WA is going to want to unlock their speed early, and South Australia are going to shut them down. Now, Rick, let's go through the team list. I'll let you start with South Australia.
Yeah, right. South Australia leading off. We got forward number 2, Jamie Lund. Forward, Tori Cybulski, number 4, Darlene Harris, number 8. Number 10, Kate Green. Number 20, Amber Bedell. Number 24, Elena Holub. 31, Ricky Sinclair. 43, Amy Kershaw. 45, Scarlett Darley. 49, Esther Kovacs. 52, Natalie Ayres. 89, Alexia Go. 91, Amy Newbound. 97, Annika Wegrund. Number 1, the goalkeeper, Rebecca Kempe. And number 47, the other goalkeeper, Amelia Knott. Not sure who's going to get the start in net tonight.
I can't actually. Number 47 starting, so Amelia Knott is starting goalie for South Australia. Now over to Team WA. We've got Nicole Bobby Clark at number 4. Number 8, Alicia Kelly. Number 9, Ashley Ferguson. Number 12, Sophie Reeder. Number 13, Zoe Webb. Number 15, Abby Webb. Number 16, Chloe Sayers. Number 18, Sarah Magnuson. Number 19, Michelle Clark-Crumpton. Number 21, Sarah Sammons. Number 23, Claire Goward. Number 33, Madeline Antle. Number 34, Mel Costel. Number 42, Danica Heary. Number 48, Molly Lakoviak. Number 77, Isla Malcolm. Number 78, Kate Harper. Number 91, Marina the Swan Noddle. Number 95, Sinead Parker. Number 1, Sophia McDonald. And number 31, Madeline Reid, who I believe will be taking the net to get going. I'm not sure if you've seen Marina Noddle's sellies this competition, but she has been doing the swan. So hopefully it's between the swan and the twerk. So hopefully we see the swan early, because it really is a sight to behold, Rick. It's almost worth the price of admission.
Looking forward to that. If it's half as good as her skills, I'm sure it's going to be amazing. So.
We've got a little bit of a question in the chat. Rick Cooper, obviously the founder of the hockey company Cooper and the inventor of Cooperalls. Have you ever worn Cooperalls, and would you still wear Cooperalls?
I have never worn them, but I would gladly wear them with such a good name. So
Adam in the chat, if you want to donate a pair of Cooperalls, I'd say Rick could be a size large and I'd be a 2XL. Thanks, mate. We haven't been through the referees just yet. I don't believe we actually have their names written down. So I'll try and get that up as well. We're running a 4-man system. I believe we've been running a 3 up until now, but semi-finals is important, and yeah, we want all eyes on the pucks. Once we get word on exactly who these refs are, I know 3 of them, but I don't want to be rude, so we'll wait till we get all 4 names.
Fair enough.
Rick, what are you looking forward to seeing today? Obviously, this is relatively new territory for you.
Well, look, really looking forward to it. Like, any semi-final is going to be a good game. I mean, people waiting to get that gold medal opportunity. They got to get through this game. The intensity is going to be high. All these girls want to win. Can't wait to see the just intensity out there. All right, referees. This just in. So, the head referees for the game, Luke Power and Hayden Rogers. We got line mates, linesmen Matthew Gregory and Adam Bridge. So
definitely not line mates, I don't believe. But,
no, they could be. They might play somewhere together. You know.
Yeah, I think I've tried to get Matt Gregory over to Nihar a few times just to pump up those referee numbers, but yeah, not so far. We've got both teams surrounding their respective nets for one last little huddle. Rick, you'll notice on the team sheet that WA has quite a large team.
They do.
That kind of worked to their favour last time against the South Australian team. just having those extra legs. Obviously, we're quite far through the tournament now, so I can imagine everyone's hurting, especially the 30-plus-year-olds on both teams. I can imagine the hips will be hurting a bit, so we'll see if...
yeah, you're right. And both teams have already skated once today, so that's when it's going to come into the longer bench. Should be quite an asset.
Yeah, you'd think so. So yeah, I'm not really sure what they're doing line-wise at the moment, but yeah, it obviously helps WA having heaps of depth. But then at the same token, on Team South Australia having a sort of a higher concentration of higher end players may be an asset to them. So I guess we're just going to have to wait and see.
Yes.
So I believe whoever wins now gets a sleep in tomorrow, I believe. And whoever loses does the bronze medal match first thing tomorrow morning. I think it's a very early one. I think it's a 7:30 or something like that.
What time is the gold medal game tomorrow?
Oh, geez, you're testing me. I'm actually not sure. We'll get it. We'll get it for the audience in a second once I remember.
Oh, we're just about to get underway as the teams line up for face-off. Sarah Simmons for Western Australia facing off. Can't quite see the number. Looks like number 4, Tori Travilski. WA gets it forward, gets it deep into the corner. Fenceman for South Australia get their fourth. That's number 24. Holub, she tries to clear the zone and does. Gets it out to center. Taken here by Lukoviak. Moves it quickly to the side, tip forward into the zone, and pushed straight back out to center by South Australia. Sampson picks it up, has it poked away, and now West Australia gets it back again. Nice cross-ice pass there. Lukoviak coming down the right-hand side, cuts to the middle. There's a wrist shot, just goes wide. And in the corner, Lukoviak's going to get her own rebound. Leaves it there. South Australia, 58, is going to try and clear it. 52, sorry. She loses it there. Good back checking there by Noddle. Noddle controlling the puck on her own end. Now she's pass up to Clark Crumpton. Crumpton tries to make a move. It's poked away. Good forecheck there, but we got a whistle. Too many men penalty coming up here. It's coming against Western Australia, looks like.
It looks like it. Yeah. It does look like it is a too many manner.
Clark Crumpton's going to serve the penalty here. And South Australia with a chance to get on board early.
Yeah, the South Australian power play unit has been pretty good. Although with that being said, WA has actually resembled a power kill for most of this tournament. Especially with, speedy Sarah Salmons out there.
Here's a long shot from the top. Good save up over the glass.
Yeah, no problem there for the goalie at all, Rick.
Yep, hold up, just try to get that one in through traffic. It's just sticked out of play, nice work. So we get a face-off deep in the zone. Salmon's out front for the penalty killer, taking the face-off here again. Into the corner it goes. And South Australia's going to play it behind the net. Pass in front gets blocked. Now it's controlled in the corner. Back to the top. And now it's loose in the corner. South Australia maintains possession. Cutting out in front. Pass is intercepted. Still loose. Turnaround shot hits the side of the net. That was Chabluski. And now Western Australia with a chance to clear, and they will all the way down. And they'll be able to get a change. South Australia regroup, trying to move it quickly. They've missed the pass, and this is going to be icing. That's a nice break for Western Australia.
Yeah, they'll be liking that little bit of a breather there, and they get to take it all the way down their end. WA have been deadly in front of net, and they've got line 1D, I believe that is out. Lukoviak and Abby Webb, both of which have been scoring goals seemingly at will in this tournament. So plus Marina Nolan and Ashley Ferguson also have a few.
And now off the face-off, there's the quick shot by Molly Lukoviak into the corner. Western Australia is trying to tie it up, kill some time. Doing a good job here on the forecheck, short-handed. 53 seconds left in the penalty. And here's a chance, and it's going to be popped out to center. Lukoviak's back to get it for Western Australia. She turns, tries to send it down the ice, and she does, all the way down. And Western Australia's able to change lines again.
Yeah, the clock's a bit dicky, Rick. So she's actually out at 12:03.
12:03.
As you can see, the the clock is on Team WA and really rattling through.
Yep. Now South Australia gets the pack back to the point. Halub moves it across ice. Defensive partner. There's the wrist shot. Saved and swallowed up there. Well done.
Madeline Reid. Madeline Reid in net there. Yeah, both of these shots have been sizzling along the ice, and been absolutely no problem for the goalie there.
Right.
I think South Australia are going to need to put a bit of traffic in net if they're hoping for any of those to go through.
Just 22 seconds left on the power play. Face off, controlled by Western Australia. Salmons with speed, coming through the zone, cutting wide to the right. She's going to get around the defenseman. She's going to skate in, shoots, save, rebound, save again. South Australia covers, but a great scoring opportunity there.
Massive
Salmons
save.
Really showing some speed there on the right-hand side.
Massive save. She was impeded a little bit on the way down. Didn't catch by which number, which probably saved the goal, as well as the goalie doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, Amelia Knott, 2 great saves there. Now South Australia wins the face-off. And it's taken away in the slot. Here's a quick shot from a tight angle, goes up over the glass. Clark Crumpton out of the box, jumps on the puck, takes it to the corner. Behind the net. Pass in front, off the skate, comes out to the point. Is that Magnuson tries to get a shot through, hits the body in front. She's pinned in the corner. Salmons picks it up, plays it behind the net, pass in front. Salmons couldn't get a stick to it, tied up well. Now Clark Crumpton picks up the loose puck. Gets it back, centering pass. There's a quick shot by Malcolm. He's blocked. Now out to the point, Webb. Works it down low. Salmons cups it on the left-hand side. Quick little wrister, knocked down. Pass in front. It's loose, lots of pressure here by Western Australia. South Australia trying to clear. Here's an opportunity. They can't get it out. Clark Crumpton takes it away, kicks it forward. Sticks are flying. Malcolm, back to Salmons. She shoots, hits the shin pad. South Australia now with another chance, and they do clear it out to center, 91. Amy Newbound gets it out. Now it comes back to captain. Aris hitting some speed through the neutral zone. South Australia going on the attack. She's getting with speed down the right-hand side. Cutting to the middle. Tight angle shot, save. Rebound. Picks it up. Skating behind the net. Looking at the top. It's taken away there. Nice play and a long pass. Ashley Ferguson chasing it down. She's pressured. Now it's going to be covered up there by the goalie, and the score remains 0-0. 10:30 left in the first period. What are your thoughts so far, Jimmy?
Yeah, I mean, the goalie definitely not troubled, no pun intended, not troubled by any of these shots so far. There's been a bit of a scramble in front of net, sort of at both sides, and both keepers are sort of keeping this a 0-0 affair so far.
Ooh, there's a deflection and another good save. Amelia Knott's been on the money so far.
It was almost commentator's curse there for Team South Australia, I think. But yeah, no, she handles that one easily yet again.
So South Australia to change up their lineup. Western Australia's going to stay with Noddle's line. Face off deep in the zone. Noddle tries to win it to the point, but South Australia's going to take it. Here's number 4. Tori Sabluski makes a nice pass across the ice. Lund holds it up. Now a wrist shot. Got a lot of power on that. Good save. And in the corner, South Australia, another centering pass. It's going to bounce out to the blue line. Here's the captain again. She gets it in deep. Gloved. And we'll get a face-off.
Yeah, this South Australian team really playing like a unit. They don't sort of have the flashy highs that Team WA does, by the way of people like Sarah Sevens and Marina Noddle. But they just work so well as a unit, they don't actually really need it.
Here's a quick shot off the draw. Steered behind the net. Now WA trying to clear. There's a pass behind the net to nobody. It's going to be picked up here by South Australia. Pass up to the top, intercepted. And WA should be able to clear. Centering pass just gets through. Now there's a race for the puck in the far end. In the corner. Picked up by Aris. Off the boards. Now pass up the middle. Sabluski gets it deep. And in the corner it goes deep in the WA zone. WA's going to get there first. Webb loses the puck. Pass in front, intercepted there. And WA with a chance to clear. Magnuson, but she's cleared it all the way down. And that's going to be icing. Refs bringing WA players back on. A little late trying to get a change on that icing.
Yeah, big shout out to Sinead Parker there. She's never been a slouch in terms of speed, but this tournament, yeah, really seen her turn on that speed. As we just saw her beating the first icing. She was on the bench, so she couldn't beat the second one.
Now face-off won by South Australia. Here's Go. Her shot just goes wide into the corner. Let me chase down here. Western Australia tries to clear again. Nice hold. South Australia just keeps putting it deep into the Western Australian zone. Behind the net, Magnuson. Her pass. Finds a WA winger, and they get it out. Now 97. This is Wegon controlling it for South Australia. Chips a pass forward. Bedell skates onto it. Her wrist shot goes wide into the corner. Malcolm gets there first, Western Australia. But it's taken away. Behind the net, Lund. Defended well. And here's Salmons off the boards. Malcolm. Salmons again. In her skates, having trouble locating it. Now she's got it. Chips it forward. Malcolm's going to get there. But a good play defensively by South Australia. And they're going to come back the other way. Here's a pass into the middle. And this is Kate Green coming into the zone. She goes wide left. Gets down to the ice. No call by the referee. And Salmon's going to skate it out herself. Straight through the middle. Here's the speed. She's working against Holub. Gets it in deep. And now South Australia's going to come out again. I keep saying Adelaide. Jimmy Lund down the left-hand side. Tries to make a move. It's taken away. Makoviak makes a nice move in center. Across the blue line. Jumps through a defenseman, but it's tipped away. Held in nicely by Noddle. Noddle makes a move, makes another move, but it's into the skates of Aris, and she's going to grab it. Not sure. Just chip it on net. Makoviak's back first. Round the boards. Finds Noddle. Noddle behind the net, looking for Makoviak off her stick. And South Australia's got it. Harris tries to work it deep. 45 for Australia. She pounds on her pass. And now it's going to be cleared by Western Australia back out to center. South Australia switches it. Gets it in this WA zone. Played off the boards but not out. And now it comes out. Darley back for South Australia. Is going to have it stripped by Noddle. Now it's left there. Here's a quick shot. Blocker save. I think that was Reeder with the shot.
I believe so, yeah. Cleaning up the scraps there.
Now back in her own defensive zone. But good forecheck here by South Australia, making it difficult for WA to get out. Into the corner they go. Players losing their balance. And South Australia keeps it in again. Throws it deep. This forecheck's causing WA a little bit of an issue. And again, they pick out a clearing pass. Aris, shot from the side. It's the side of the net, and it's loose in the corner. South Australia's still with it. Now a pass up to the top. Ooh, just goes off a stick. They're going to have to regroup. Quick pass, misses the take. Reeder picks it up in the neutral zone. She backhands it into the zone. Controlled by Bedell. Bedell chips it forward. She's going to try and skate onto it, and she does. Bedell into the Western Australian zone. Wide to the right. Still with it. Now she's got it behind the net. Pass in front. There's a quick shot and a save. South Australia is starting to cause a few issues with their forecheck. Yeah,
I think WA have become a little bit overzealous, maybe overconfident with their breakout abilities. You can see that the players are kind of leaving that blue line way too early, and South Australia are just stepping in and saying, thank you very much, I'll take that on the boards, and just ripping it back in.
Yeah.
WA need to sort of break out a little lower if they're going to beat this South Australian team and use their speed.
Salmon's line back on. Straight control it off the draw. Clark Crumpton finds Malcolm. Let Malcolm on the right-hand side. She's going to get that deep around behind the net. Salmon's going in there. Lifts the stick. It's still loose. And Salmon's just going to dig it out. Players come together. And it's going to pop out to the point and bounce over a stick. And out to the center zone. So Webb, WA's going to have to regroup from their own end. This is Webb, 15, curling tight. Moves it forward, takes a hit. Smith. Oh, we got a delayed penalty coming up here. Clark Crompton in the corner, showing off the hands. Takes it behind the net, gets pinned to the boards, and South Australia's going to touch up, but we've got a power play coming up. Salmon's drawing it with the hit, I think, in the neutral zone there.
I think Jamie Lunn must have heard me say that they don't have the fancy highs that WA does, because she's been incredible for the last 5 minutes, basically since I said that. So she must have been coming by the bench and heard me.
Yeah, she's been really impressive, using her size and her strength. And I like her intensity. You could see the look on her face when she came off. She was not impressed.
No, she was not impressed at all. No.
All right, power play for Western Australia. Just 4:58 left here in the first period. Let's see if they can get on the board. Clark Crompton in the corner. He's going to lay it off to Salmons. Salmons with a little shot. Gets through into the skates. Clark coming in front. There's a quick shot by Noddle and a save. Rebound. Still loose. Players are digging. And we got a whistle. Another good save there by Knott.
Pretty hard to see it was going down just then. More layers than my nana's lasagna. There's just everyone's down there just scraping away at it.
Yeah, great little pass there from Clark Crompton to Marina Noddle. Just got a one-timer off, but just good save. The tight angle. Noddle on the draw here. She's going to win it. Western Australia to control it here. Kowiak tries to get it deep, but she's pressured. And South Australia's going to take it away and get it deep. Kowiak skating back. Bettel chasing hard. All the way down and behind the net now. Hits the brakes, makes a nice little move. Here's Smith, hard pass taken away. All alone, walking in. Pass in front, tip save, rebound, score! Number 52. Sorry, with the assist. I didn't catch her number. Did you catch her number?
No, I didn't. She's in there somewhere.
I think it's 20. I think it might have been Amber Bedell, yeah.
Yeah, great composure there by Team South Australia, just to hold it for long enough to get that second shot on, and then that third effort.
Yeah. Short-handed goal to get things going here. It's gonna mean a lot to this team.
Hey, and what was I just saying about the Team WA breakout? They were getting a little overconfident.
Yeah, just an errant pass there, unfortunately, and a little 2-on-0 as a result.
That's it. I think half the team are already down at the other goals, trying to line up in Michigan or something, and they hadn't actually got it out their end yet.
All right, off the draw, back to action. Reader's going to get this backhand out into the zone. South Australia back to get it now, leading 1-0. 97, Anika Wegland wraps it around the board. It's going to be held there, poked forward, but South Australia's going to clear all the way down. They're still on the penalty kill. Just a minute left on the power play for Western Australia here with 4 minutes left in the first. Trying to skate it out. Another good turnaround play here. Oh, in front. South Australia forecheck. It's causing lots of problems here, even shorthanded. There's the captain behind the net. Centering pass off the skate, loose in the slot. South Australia trying to get a shot through, just goes wide. This is Cybulski, but it's taken away by Western Australia. They can't clear it again. Now Reader trying to get away. Cybulski takes it away, gets a quick little shot and knocked down. Good save. And we got a whistle, 30 seconds left in the power play.
Yeah, I think WA here, they're coming out with speed, but then seeing a South Australia player come and cut them off, you either got to commit. You're going to cut back and go the other way, or you're just going to try and bruise through them with speed. Yeah. You can't really hesitate there, which is what the Team WA is doing. Yeah,
and they put their first unit straight back on, so let's see if they're going to finish off the last 30 seconds here. WA off the draw. Here's a long pass. Malcolm takes in the zone. There's a little bit of a 3-on-2 here if she moves the puck quickly, but has to take it behind the net. Clark Crompton going to pull it up there. Her pass to Malcolm. Back to Clark Crompton. Tries to center it. There's a quick shot by Malcolm. And another save.
Massive save.
Amelia Knott. Very good. Very good save.
Very, very good save. It was sort of bobbling a bit. It wasn't really a clean shot. It was kind of, bend it like Beckham time.
Yeah, she came out nicely to cut the angle down. Just anticipated the one-timer. Great play. So South Australia getting a change. Just 7 seconds left on the kill. On the face-off, Lukoviak. Here's a wrist shot through traffic. Knocked down, it's loose in the slot. Players digging for it, and South Australia's going to be able to clear again. Natalie Ayres, that'll do for the penalty kill. WA now deep in their own end. Lukoviak, pass up the middle. Salmons Looking for the breakaway pass. She's found Crumpton. Crumpton walks in all alone. Goes to the forehand save. Michelle Clark-Crumpton. A great opportunity, but a great save. Now back the other way. South Australia shoots. Aris again, just pops it back in the zone. Now Lakowiak trying to get through the zone. Plays the body hard. Reader's going to pick it up. Reader with some speed. Cutting through the middle. Makes a nice little move to the backhand. Can she get a shot off? She does. Another save. And we got a delayed penalty coming up here.
That was some really slick hands from Rita. We've seen flashes of it throughout this tournament, but yeah, that was incredible. That was really, really slick.
Yep, Jamie Lund's going to go back to the box again, this time for hooking. But Reader drew that penalty after she deked through 2 or 3 South Australian defenders.
Reminds me of a young Rick Cooper, if I should say so myself. Or not even a young Rick Cooper right now.
No, it's much faster, much faster. Okay, back to action. Western Australia on the power play. Smith, Malcolm. Just holding it here, trying to set up a play. Now takes a long shot, had a little bit of traffic in front. Out it comes. Nice hold in by Lakowiak. Not a wait, we've got a whistle. She didn't hold it in.
Must have just dribbled over there, over Lakowiak's stick, boot, or whatever. And yeah, it's a face-off just outside the zone, Rick.
So Cybulski to face off against Noddle here. Western Australia wins the draw. Only briefly, though. South Australia takes it away and gets it deep. Another good play by Nellie Aris. Lakowiak. Long cross-ice pass. Into the zone, Western Australia. See if they can set up the power play. Centering pass, tipped. And they're going to keep it in the zone here. Malcolm gets it deep. Salmon's going to chase this down in the corner, take it behind the net. Now she's moved across to Noddle on the right side. Noddle with the big wind up. Good save there. And South Australia's going to clear again.
Yeah.
Not looking great.
Yeah, she has been absolutely outstanding so far in this period. We got
a whistle.
Stoppage.
I think that's a mistake icing called by the referees.
Yeah, I think Bridgie might have got that topsy-turvy topside. Yeah, I think it was a stuff up.
Referees just sorting it out, letting each team know what's occurred. And due to that, they'll face off at center. So 56 seconds left in the power play. Just 1:07 in the period. South Australia leading 1-0. Parker tries to get it deep. It's taken away and cleared. This is Webb back to get it for Western Australia. She moves it forward. Reader.
We got another penalty coming, Rick.
For the second penalty, WA going the 2-man advantage shortly. Now it's touched up. Yeah. They're going to have a 5-on-3 for the next 35 seconds.
I think Reader could get away with that the first time, but yeah, the tricks weren't working the second time, unfortunately. But doesn't matter to Team WA, they're on a power play.
Yeah.
That's kind of what that's kind of what South Australia need to do. They need to apply the body and they need to stop them coming out with speed.
Yeah.
You know, they're copping penalties at the moment, but they're also not letting WA score.
Yep. South Australia wins the face-off. They're able to clear. No, it's just held in. Good play there by Malcolm at the blue line. Gets it deep. It's going to be chased down hard here. Players battling in behind the net. Salmons using her speed centering pass. Taken away. We got another penalty coming up. My goodness. This is going to be a trip.
Penalty box starting to look a bit like their team group chat. Everyone's in there.
Now Cybulski's going in. So that penalty won't start until the 18 seconds in the first part finishes. So the 2-man advantage will carry well into the next period now.
I'm glad you're here because, as I've mentioned earlier on the stream, I do not understand rules. Yeah, 29 seconds left here, Rick. I think they're just going to have to
Yeah, they're going to want to get some shots on here.
Rip it.
They got to win this draw, get something going, and they do. Now it comes out to the top. Malcolm, she's got a cannon. Normally can't get this one on with any power, and that's going to be cleared.
Yeah, Lukoviak's going to need to put the jets on here, I think, to get it up the other end.
South Australia going really deep on the penalty kill behind the net. But Salmons control it through the neutral zone. Just 6 seconds left as she crosses the blue line. Pulls it up. Can't get her pass away. Now she's got a little bit of space. Center's in front. Kicked away. Malcolm trying to get a shot through. Can't get it. That's the end of the period.
Geez, electric stuff there as that breakout started with Lukoviak. Got the puck out while catching an edge, which is impressive in itself. Out to Salmons. Salmons had a few goes of it. But yeah, WA couldn't capitalise.
Yeah, I didn't expect to see the South Australian forward going behind the net on the 5-on-3 forecheck there, 3-on-5.
No, I don't think Molly did either.
But what a great play, slowed it down, almost finished the period.
Yeah, look, this South Australian team has just obviously been told you need to get at it like a dog with a ball, and you need to make sure that that puck is yours, and you need to absolutely send it. And that's what they have been doing to great effect so far with WA, very similar to the first game we saw, Rick. They want to use their speed game, but they're not being allowed to by South Australia. They're just all over them.
Yeah, I'm loving the South Australian intensity on the forecheck. It's really making a difference in this game. Yeah,
and it's a common theme being across all teams. Doesn't matter sort of where the team is skill-wise. Every single one of these BOXALL games has been fought with intensity. You know, I've seen teams getting blown out by 7 goals and they're still out there with absolute intensity. So a real testament to this tournament.
Referees just took some time there to talk to both captains. Would like to know what's going on there. Wonder what that discussion's all about.
Yeah, not sure.
Maybe apologising for their stuff up in the icing. It's quite possible.
But yeah, I think highlights this period. Jamie Lunn she's done it all. She's thrown the body. She's ripped the puck. She's got a goal potentially. Did she get a goal earlier? Or she was definitely part of a goal. Yeah, maybe. Well, she was in the vicinity of a goal. Yeah, she was at least on the team that got a goal. Let's say that. Yeah. And then on the WA side, I mean, Lukoviak's family must be listening, thinking I'm a Lukoviak super fan, but just absolutely love the way she goes about it. Just hard body. Doesn't muck around the park, always very, very level-headed, and a real quarterback for this WA team.
Yeah. She's been driving the breakout many times as well. And also like the speed of Sarah Salmons through the middle. I think she's been skating into the zone, using that speed to get WA on the attack, especially in the first half of that period. I think they were better even strength, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like they didn't seem to have much going on this power play. But look, they've got a 2-man advantage. They've had some time to talk about it. And this is where the coaches are probably drawing up their preferred play, face-off setups. Yeah. And we'll see if that can produce anything.
Well, I think just remembering back to the first game where these two played each other, it really came down to WA's inability to become creative in front of the net. They were a really good goalie in front of them, and not. I'd say she's probably one of the better goalies in the comp, and that hasn't been consistent across all the games. So I think WA have been used to just being able to, do a toe drag and get it in. Whereas now they need to put their little creativity hat on.
Yep, and here we go. Clark Crompton's going to stick handler her way down the right-hand side into the corner. Going to set things up, go back to the point. Oh, just got over a stick, and it's going to come out to center. They're going to have to clear the zone. Now they're going to go cross-ice pass. Salmons. Nice pass back across the side. Noddle right on the tape. Noddle with all sorts of time into the zone. She's got Lukowiak up top. She's going to give it to her. Lukowiak with some time. Here's a wrist shot through traffic. Rebound. Oh, a bit of a quick whistle. Puck was still loose.
I think Sarah Salmons probably would have pull shotted that one in if the whistle didn't go. But yeah, WA heaps of time and space.
45 seconds left on the 2-man advantage. Face-off won by Noddle back to the top. Lukowiak walking the line over, moves it across down to the sideboards. Here's Salmons. She steps inside. Wrist shot through traffic. Tipped. She scores! Malcolm in the middle. Just tips it in. Salmons with a great pass. And Western Australia ties the game.
Hey, not a complicated play, but a very effective play. Put someone in front of the keeper so she can't see what she's doing. Just chip it on past her, which is exactly what happened here.
Yeah, nice deflection too. Low hard shot, and she's able to deflect it high, which is kind of what you want from a low hard shot. So yeah, that was good. And they had a couple numbers in front of the net there, and that's how The 2-man advantage was 2 in front and just a triangle around the top. So.
Yeah, and the goalie was sort of preoccupied with trying to move Isla Malcolm around. That's actually a defender's job. Defender should have been in there trying to move Isla, but obviously they were at a man disadvantage, so they didn't have the numbers to do so.
So we got ourselves a tie game, and still a minute 15 to go on the power play now. Back to your conventional 5-on-4. Here's Malcolm, who just had the last goal. She moves it up. Michelle Clark coming in, kicks it to her stick. Now drops it off. Salmon's cross-ice pass just off the stick of Noddle. Player goes down. We got a penalty coming up to Western Australia here.
Yeah,
it's going to be a trip, I think, coming up here.
It will be a trip, but I don't know if it really was. I mean, obviously someone fell over, but yeah.
It might have been inadvertent, but I think it was there.
Yeah. That was weak as muck, I believe Isla said. Muck with an M, I believe was the word.
All right. So we're going to have 4-on-4 action here for a minute, and then South Australia will have a 1-minute power play. Face off deep in the West Australian zone. One by South Australia, they move it back. Here's a shot through traffic, gloved.
Yeah, does the old have a look at this.
Wagon just with a low snapper. And we'll get another face off. Bedell won the draw. Let's see if she can do it again. This time Noddle gets it to the corner. We chase down there. Poked behind the net. And a centering pass. Taken away. Salmons tries to skate out to poke to the corner. Doubles back to get it. Rips it around the boards. Noddle with a chance to clear, but it's not going to come out. Salmons now picks up the loose puck. Her pass off the stick. Noddle's going to try and tip it around the defenseman. But a good play. Throws the body in hard. Wagon asking where the call is. He's not going to get it.
Marina Noddle, very hard to take threateningly when she's got a massive smile on her face.
No, we've got the call. Illegal check, they're calling it. So 91 Noddle in the box. We're going to get a 4-on-3 power play here. So South Australia trying to get on top here, a little 4-on-3 power play. And WA is going to clear it off the face-off all the way down deep behind the net. 13:25 left in the second. Here's a long pass to the middle. South Australia gets it deep. Some more body work. That was Kate Green getting it deep, asking where the call is. Now Western Australia is going to try and clear. Good keep at the blue line by Hullub. It's getting to the middle. Here comes a wrist shot by number 2, Jamie Lund, and it's knocked down. Sorry.
Not sure who that was. Madeline Reid. Madeline Reid scoops that one up.
Yep. Does it look good?
Yeah, for what it's worth, it isn't on checking league, but Noddle's check was pretty good.
Do I get an interview?
We might interview Marina when the game's over.
Cross-ice pass, one-timer into a shin pad. Into the corner, good forecheck here by South Australia. Amy Webb loses the puck, and now South Australia can set it up a bit. They got the 5-on-3 going. Here's a wrist shot, just goes wide. Jamie Lund's going to pick it up. Lots of ice in the zone. Here's a wrist shot through traffic. Save. And cleared here. Lukowiak. Oh, knocked down.
It's offside.
Just came outside the blue line. But great hand-eye there by Hullub. That was pretty good keep. That almost came off, but didn't quite.
I'll take anything.
Yeah, it was a shot from offside, but I think the whistle may have been a little slow there, so I think they're giving them the benefit of the doubt.
Just 29 seconds left on the 2-man advantage. Salmons wins the draw. And West Australia cannot clear. It's held in again. Cross-ice pass. The captain walks in. There's a wrist shot high just over the net. Now Hullub. Shot through. It's loose behind the net. Now they work it out. Aris, cross-ice pass. There's a wrist shot off the shoulder. Salmons picks it up, can't clear. It's tied up. Now the puck bounces in front, and Salmon is going to get it. Back to the 5-on-4. One person out of the box, still 20 seconds ago. Here's a centering pass. And Cybulski takes it away. Cybulski gets it deep. It's going to go for a change. 5 seconds left on the man advantage for South Australia.
Yeah, now 5, yep.
Or 5, sorry, the clock's a little bit fast, that's right. Wigan trying to get it out, loses it in the boards. That's the Zamboni gate. There's a little bit of space there, and puck's got shoved in there.
Yeah, it's...
can be frustrating.
Yeah, that's been
here
happening.
myself.
I think I said on the first day, like a bad pinball machine. It just dribbles out.
Yeah.
And, but nothing really you can do about it. WA survives that one. I think, Marina must have been confident that they were going to survive it after that check.
Now off the draw, South Australia is going to skate out of their zone. Go. To the sideboards. Now it's pushed in by Bedford. Go's going to get there first. Wraps it around the boards up to the top. Newbound. Shot gets knocked down. Good defense there, and it's taken away. Into the zone. This is Ashley Ferguson. Gonna drop it off. Noddle makes a move. Now it's poked away, but she gets it back. Noddle. Twisting, turning, centering pass. Comes all the way through and out to center ice. WA is going to regroup. Mikowiak has it knock off her stick. Ferguson gets it. He's going to dump it in deep. We got a bit of a delayed offside, and we've got a whistle there.
Yeah, a bit tangled up. I don't think either of them could really move or something.
Yeah, I don't think Mikowiak was trying to move very quickly there. But
No, I think, yeah.
Off the draw. South Australia is going to control. This is Halub. It's a nice cross-ice pass. Harris trying to get down the sideboard. She's cut off by a good back check. Now we've got Webb skating behind the net with some speed. She's going to play it off the boards, trying to get it out to center. It's going to be held in by Halub. Another good play. Still she battles and gets it into the corner.
Yeah, it's the WA breakout being a little too high yet again. Zoe Webb did her best to bring it around the back of the net and make a great breakout pass, but yeah, they were just a bit too high.
Yeah. Now, Heary got it deep. She's got it back in center zone. So she's going to play it back. Magnuson's got some time. Uses her defensive partner. Now they come back this way again. Heary with some space, cross the line. Here comes a shot into the leg pads. WA now applying the forecheck. Behind the net. Bodies collide. Chance for South Australia to clear. And it's going to be held in. Heary tries to play it to the corner. This is Holub. She's looking good on defense tonight. Harris chips it in. And WA just throws it right back out to center. Now a centering pass comes through. Cybulski turns with a little bit of speed. Coming inside. Goes to the slot. Tries to get a backhand off, but can't get much on it. Good defense. Now Malcolm controls it. Nice pass. Clark Crumpton into the zone. Clark Crumpton winds it up. There's the shot. Save. And held on to. Not with another good save. No rebound.
Yeah, outstanding effort by Knott yet again. Yeah, WA probably just need to take a little bit of a beat here. They're sort of getting wrapped up in the excitement of the thing. And South Australia, just as per usual, just going through the motions and playing very confidently and cool-headed.
Face off. WA is going to go cross corner. Malcolm's there. Plays it behind the net, but it's intercepted. And Cybulski's pass picked off. Clark Crumpton with the snapshot. Just goes wide. Now Salmon's in the corner. She's going to play it down low for Crumpton. Her centering pass. Back to Salmon. She walks in. There's the backhand. She scores! Nice little give and go. And the captain, Sarah Salmons. Nice little give and go. Clark Crumpton down low, and she goes top cheese with the backhand.
Top shelf where Mama hides the cookies.
WA moves out to a 2-1 lead with 8:39 left to play in the second. Back to action. Kowiak plays it forward, tipped in the zone. South Australia controls. On the back check, Salmons is going to take it away. Her pass. Taken away by South Australia. Here's the captain. She's playing it off the boards. Aris. Now Webb battling. Zabluski makes a nice move. Cuts to the middle. And another nice move. Goes to the backhand. Save there. She didn't get a lot on the backhand. But a couple of nice moves there. Very impressive. With Zabluski's hands look pretty good.
Yeah, sometimes you don't need to put much power on. That's kind of what the goal is expecting. In this case, the goalie expected the unexpected, I suppose.
Like, it nearly slid 5-hole. Like,
it nearly
there was
did.
a bit on there.
Yeah.
But I think she would have liked to have got that upstairs if she could.
I think so. Not the easiest thing to do.
No. But Bedell wins the draw for South Australia. Back to the top. Aris gets it deep into the corner. Players behind the net. Somebody goes down there. No penalties from what I can see. And now Western Australia with the chance to clear the zone. But it's loose in the corner. Ferguson plays it back. Magnuson off the glass and around. Noddle's going to dig it out of her own corner. Tries to clear it. Held in off the skate. Aris. And now Reeder trying to dig it out. Aris again moves forward. Bit of a log jam. Now it pops out to Marina Noddle. She's going to play it forward. Picked up here by Holub. He's got some nice wheels. Nice cross ice pass too. And South Australia back into the zone. Aris gets poked away by Noddle. Noddle's going to play it off the boards, but not out. Back to the top. Here's a slap shot. Gloved. Saw it all the way. It might have been going wide. Elena Holub really starting to impress me out there.
Yeah, no, the South Australian team, again, must have heard what I said about not as flashy, and because they've been pulling out the moves in this period. It feels like a very long period, Rick. I think it must be all the stoppages, but we've got 7 minutes left.
We're at 2 2-man advantages going on there. All right, there's another penalty coming up.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
We got a high stick going against South Australia. It's going against Darlene Harris. Just a bit of an inadvertent one there, but I saw it get caught in a jersey.
You get that on the big jobs, Rick.
Yeah. So Western Australia with a 2-1 lead. Now they got a chance to possibly make this 3-1. But I think this penalty kill's been pretty strong for most of the night. Let's see if that continues. Noddle wins the draw. Back to the top. The Kowiak moves it across. Salmons walks in. Here's the shot through traffic off the back of Malcolm. And now it's going to be cleared. All the way down. The Kowiak's back to get it. Off Salmon's stick towards the slot. It's going to be poked away. The Kowiak gets it. Salmons is down. Getting up slowly. Now Devery's pass picked off. Here's a quick shot. Score! Tori Zabluski.
You were just saying, Rick, that she's been pretty impressive and slips it on through there.
Yep, she's a dangerous player. She picked off an errant pass, punished WA for it, and it's going to be tied up here at 2. And shorthanded goal for South Australia.
Yeah, another one for SA, another shorty. Yeah, WA pushing maybe a little too hard and yeah, letting things go a bit defensively. But yeah, again, it's the breakout, Rick. And it's
the forecheck. Like South Australia applying that pressure, getting the takeaways in the West Australia zone, even shorthanded.
Yeah, I think WA obviously very cognizant of the fact that they need to get their speed game going. So they are leaving the zone pretty easy, but that leaves you open for that.
All right, back to action. Still on the power play for another minute 22. There's a shot that goes wide. Reeder out to Webb. Webb walking it in. Here comes a wrist shot through traffic, knocked down in front. Plenty of bodies in front, and they're able to clear again.
Great stuff from Webb there. She just took her time and tried to slot it, but couldn't quite get it.
Who we got there? That's number 12. There's a Sophie Reeder again. She stopped there, and South Australia quickly gets it deep, and they go for a change. Can WA catch him in a line change? With some time and space out of the zone. There's a quick shot.
Doesn't miss by much.
I think that was Zoe Webb, just wide.
Oh, Abby, Zoe. It was a Webb.
Yeah.
Abby Webb.
I think they're both out there.
Both of them.
Anyway, back to action. Picked up here by A-Risk with speed. End to end. Working against Salmon. She just shoots it wide. Zablowski in the corner. Works it down low. Nice little cycle, but it's taken away. Salmon's still controlling it. Now she's going to slow it down, looking for an option. She finds Lakowiak. WA going for a line change. Lakowiak into the zone. Makes a move to the middle. There's a wrist shot, knocked down, rebound off a skate. It's loose and cleared. Zablowski from her knees gets it out. Now Salmons throws it straight back in. Both teams looking to make a change. And Adelaide, sorry, South Australia's going to bring it out.
South Adelaide.
South Adelaide. There's a quick wrist shot through traffic, knocked down and covered.
Reed has it. Yeah, I think Lakoviak not too happy with her efforts there, but I don't know about you, Rick. Standing from here, it looks like she's doing a bloody good job to me.
No, I think she's playing well. It's good to have those defensemen that can attack.
Yeah.
And she's certainly one of those.
Another thing I noticed, I've never seen this before in my life, was Sarah Salmon skating backwards. I've never seen that. Never seen that in my life. Not saying that she's not defensively minded, just watching her play as a team, it was like a dog walking on two legs.
And here she is.
Skating forward.
Sending forward, using her speed, jumps around defenseman.
Oh my God, yeah.
Now she walks in, takes it behind the net. It's bodied well, good defense there. Now she's down to her knees, trying to dig the puck out, as is Clark Crumpton. And we're going to get a whistle for a stoppage.
Team South Australia, or South Adelaide, as you would say, Rick, have done very well keeping the Salmons wide. They know that she can burn them with speed. And I think it's going into this third period, we're probably going to be even. Don't want to commentators curse it, but it's probably a consideration for South Australia to know that they're doing a very good job of that, and Salmons to probably know that they're going to do that. And maybe, as I said earlier, be a bit more creative.
Yep, quite possibly. All right, Clark Compton into the zone. Good body work there by South Australia. The puck's going to come out loose. Malcolm skates onto it. Good tenacity. Puck bounces in front. Olab with speed. Jumps around defenseman. Now she holds it up. Gets bodied by Salmons. And that's going to be a penalty.
It's not about the size of the dog. It's about the size of fight in the dog, and that was a very good check. You hate to say it, but it was a very good check.
All right, so with Salmons in the box, WA loses one of their better penalty killers. Let's see if South Australia can take advantage. Puck comes out to the blue line. Olab moves it around. A-Ris's pass across the ice. Puck bounces in front. Ferguson swipes at it, can't get it down. Now into the corner. Is that Webb trying to clear it? She's tied up by a couple of South Australians. Zablowski comes out with it. Centering pass, going to be picked up by Noddle. And she will get it out of the zone, all the way back down into the South Australian defensive zone.
South Australia need to be very mindful of this box, because as soon as this penalty expires, Sarah Salmons is going to be coming out with a fire in her belly. One wayward pass. And
wait, we've got a penalty coming up here.
Not sure what it is.
I'm not sure what that is either. It looks like it's going against South Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie Lund's going to the box, shaking her head. I think it's her third visit to the box in the first two periods so far. High sticking. Didn't see that one, Jimmy.
No, I
see
didn't.
That?
I wasn't paying attention. I mean, I wasn't paying attention to what was happening behind the play. I was paying attention to the game.
All right, 4-on-4 action. Oh, pocket is picked. Zablowski gets it deep, goes for a change.
We've got a hand up. It's
but wait a
icing.
minute. Oh, she didn't make the red line, so we're going to get a whistle.
Yeah, it's even strength for those playing at home, so that's why it's an icing. 3 minutes left, Rick. We're going to be, I think Team WA are going to have a slight man advantage here for a little bit.
Yeah, before the end of the period, yep.
Yeah. They need to be aware that there has been 2 shorties this game, so not to overcommit defensively and just try and pick those lanes early and expose the maybe slightly slower team SA.
Yep. Here's Aris skating it out once again. She's been great on defense back there today. WA with the turnover. A good back check. Zabluski battling for it. Scored the last goal. But it's taken away.
Wait, what time is it? Are you gonna open up?
Sarah Salmon's back out at 1:54. We've got about 30 seconds left of this power play. Even strength before we go into a man advantage.
Yep. Here's Reader. She gets it deep. WA's going for a change. Noddle's line comes out. There's a lob with speed in the zone. Off a skate. It's going to get loose as Senadone. And South Australia just gets it deep. Gloved and released. Behind the net. Lukowiak. To Knottle. Salmon's out of the box. Here's Malcolm. Malcolm centering pass. Tipped. It's going to come down on net. And it's going to be covered up there by Knott. And we'll get a whistle. So as Jimmy alluded to earlier, there'll be a 34-second power play now here. Let's see if Western Australia is what unit they're going to go with.
Yeah, Team South Australia did well to sort of handle that puck down there because, yeah, one bad rebound from the goalie was a Sarah Salmon's more than likely goal.
All right, so we've got Webb and Magnuson on the blue line this time with the power play, with the top line. Clark Crumpton makes a nice move. Buys some time. Now she makes another dangle. And again, now the backhand pass in front comes off a skate. Magnuson's backhand towards the front of the net. It's going to be knocked down. And Holden tries to clear, but good back check by Malcolm stops her from clearing it. Now Salmon's digging on the boards trying to get it out. And is it held in?
I think
yes.
So. Just well done.
That was close. Webb on the blue line.
Close. Well done by Abby Webb there to keep that one in. WA need to be mindful the other way.
Yep.
As we have a player
out of the box.
Abby Webb too quick, I think.
Some debris on the ice.
Yeah, a bit of a net guard situation going on down here.
We're back to 5-on-5. 56 seconds left here in the second period. Tie game. Western Australia gets it deep. Both teams trying to get to the gold medal game tomorrow.
Called for icing. I can't imagine there was very much in it. It's a no change for Team WA. There's a bit of a tired line.
Yeah, that defense has been out there for a little while.
Yeah.
But they're making a change now. Looks like the face-off's going center. So maybe a bad icing call.
Yeah.
That's a break because they definitely needed a change.
Oh, yeah. We've got the Noddle line back out.
We got one too many out here for WA.
Oh, yep.
Now
last time at a premium down here, Rick. Everyone wants to keep going.
Yep. Lots of penalties. Always muddles up your lines.
Yeah.
Now the puck comes up into the netting and we'll get another whistle. So 43 seconds left. If any one of these teams get a late goal here, that's going to be huge going into the third. Very important 43 seconds here.
Yeah. And I mean, South Australia is currently out shooting WA 18-14. So, yeah, WA playing with matches here and trying not to get burnt.
There's a chance. Oh, good blocker save. Nice hard shot there. That was Reader. Tried to go high on the glove side, but it was shouldered away. Now another centering pass. Bounces over stick. Opportunity to clear. The back check is good. Pulled down. No penalty there. I thought it was all right.
Yeah, I thought it was fine.
97 Wigan plays it to the corner. Just 15 seconds left. Sinclair with a chance to clear. Can't get it out. Held in nicely. Lukowiak steps to the middle. Has it poked away. Now into the corner. Just 4 seconds. Can they get it out? Comes out to Webb. Webb's wrist shot. It's a body. Marina Notta loses an edge. And that's the end of the period.
Tight. Very tight, Rick.
Yep. This is what you're looking for when you come to see a semi-final.
That's it. Yeah, it's been a very close matchup and just an arm wrestle from start to finish. 2 short-handed goals by Team South Australia. More shots on net. WA getting caught in their breakout a little bit here. Yeah, we're just waiting for South Australia to get off the ice before WA gets off the ice, and we're going to have a 15-minute ice cut break. Yeah, it's
Okay.
rolling out the red carpet, Rick. They get a
So they
nice
should.
cut. Yeah,
That's what you want.
That is what you want,
Have they been
yeah.
doing that for all the games or just in
all the games?
All the games?
Yeah, which has been really, really good.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's what you want as a player and as a coach. You get a little 15-minute regroup session there. It's
Well,
great.
I was hoping they'd get a bunch of us blokes with little ice buckets to run around and, just reverse gender roles.
You get out your mankini.
Yeah, you get out with Mankini, have a bit of a spin. Cassandra Edwards was telling us to turn it up, I believe, or no, she's saying wrap it up. So
Right.
we'll be back in about 15 minutes for this final period of this absolute nail biter. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the third and potentially final period. I think we just go to shootouts if it's still even up.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's what it's been all tournament. I'm not sure if it happens. I think we got 10 minutes of
OT.
5-on-5 overtime, 3-on-3.
It's probably 5-on-5.
Probably
like generally
5-on-5.
in playoffs, that's usually what you get. So
Yeah.
surely that's the rule.
So
But we'll
potentially the third and final period.
Here we
but
go.
We'll see.
Straight into action. WA with the draw down the boards. Backhand gets deflected into the corner. This is Clark Crumpton. Behind the net, taken away. 97. Annika Wegan pokes it into the corner. Now she's going to try and clear. Get some help. This is Lund. She plays it behind the net, but it's going to be gathered here. It's Malcolm's pass. Blocked. Now Salmon controls, but she has to bring it out to the neutral zone. Got that speed. She's going to backhand into the corner and see if she can chase it down. Wegan gets there first. But Salmon's tenacious, takes it away. Now it's chipped out, but held in. Back to the corner and around to behind the net. Salmon's still maintained. Nice little drop pass. Malcolm hits the brakes, loses an edge. Now she just throws it behind the net. Salmon's again. Still she controls. And we've got a whistle and another penalty. Picking up right where we left off in the first and second period.
Yeah, here's something new for the afternoon, a penalty. Yeah, we haven't had many of these yet, so I think that was a tripping, maybe. But it's been all WA so far.
Yeah, Wegan's going to go this time.
And that sustained pressure, you know, it does make the defenders throw sticks places they don't want to throw them. And
it does. That was great work by WA. They're in the zone for good, 64 seconds there.
Yeah.
Came out to the center for a short amount of time, but straight back in. Here we go. Off the face-off. It's a wrist shot. Down low, knocked down, and cleared.
Yeah, I think the conversation's been had to Team WA about creativity in front of the net and breaking out a little lower. Because, as you can see, they are a bit lower already.
Look at that forecheck getting to work again on the PK. South Australia causing all sorts of problems. This second unit's just not able to handle it. A couple of players going down hard on the boards. Puck's still loose.
Yeah, I don't think that was anything, Rick. I think that was just a bit of an edge.
That's a good no call. I don't want to see any whistles on that.
No. I think Team South Adelaide, South Australia, you've got me doing it. Probably wanted a bit of a penalty there, but weren't going to get it. I think it was just a bit of hard body. It's not a check, it's just contact. But again, Team South Australia, you got to remind.
Oh, here's a chance. Sorry to interrupt. We got a foot race. Reader. But Hawkins going to get back. Holub. And behind the net, Reader plays the body hard on her, but she's able to make the move and get it. And Lund's able to clear it all the way down. So just 30 seconds left on the power play.
Yeah, a bit of a power kill here by South Australia. As you can see, they've already got one person on the puck. They want to stop Molly Lukoviak from gearing up and going as WA take it back in their own zone again.
Here's Malcolm. Her pass misses a stick. And Ayers is going to chase it down. She's going to throw it behind the net around. Holub just going to try and clear. Battling on the boards. She does a good job, and she's going to get it out. And tipped all the way down by Lund. Going to be left there by Knott for Lukowiak, who overskates it for a second. Now she's back on it. Nice long pass. Clark Crumpton looking for Salmon. She's taken out of the play. Clearing pass, fanned on, and now taken away. Noddle with a good play behind the net, battling for the loose puck. Holub's all over her. Now Salmon didn't help out, but South Australia's going to come away with it. Zabluski moves it. Lund on the right-hand side into the zone. Makes a nice move. Goes down. No call. Good no call.
Yeah, I think we can probably pump the brakes on all these calls, to be honest.
Yes. Wegan now controlling it. Finds Ayers. Ayers in her own end. She's got some space. Going to start moving to center ice. Jumps around a forechecker. Ayers on the right-hand side, coming in tight. There's a wrist shot. Just goes wide. And WA's able to clear back out to center. Wegan finds a defensive partner, but it's tipped away. Ayers again is going to pick it up. Going to get it deep. Kowiak. Back to get it from Western Australia. It's a nice pass out of the zone, but it's not controlled. It's going to come straight back to her. She's going to chip it forward. It's loose. Oh, there's some strong body work. That was Wegan throwing the body.
That one probably was a penalty, as much as I hate to say it, but I guess we'll let them go.
Let them play.
Yeah, as long as it goes both ways, I think the girls will be happy with that too.
Yeah. Here's Aris. And centering pass, Salmons gets a stick to it. He's going to bet out Sinclair. Sinclair's going to get it deep, go for a change.
Smart change too.
In the corner. Sabluski loved her game tonight. Back checking. And South Australia's going to hold it in. Sabluski's going to pick up a loose puck. Here she walks in. Here's a shot. Score! Sabluski goes top corner on the blocker side.
Massive shot from Zabluski there. As Molly kind of caught an edge on the way through. Couldn't quite get there. Beating herself up a little bit about it, but I wouldn't even say that was Molly Lukoviak's fault, to be honest. I think that player developed.
Speaking of South Australia in the offensive zone, they get the turnover. Sabluski makes one move to the outside and just rips it top corner. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, great stuff there from Team South Australia. They've just been absolutely relentless on the puck.
They have. Now here's Clark Crompton. Taking away, moving in behind the nets. He goes for the wraparound, comes through the crease. And now Lund's got a chance to get it deep, plays it off the defenseman. That's Zoe Webb. She's going to pick it up. Webb, her pass up the middle. It's going to come all the way through. And South Australia back into the zone. Tipped away. Clark Crompton, nice little backhand flip pass. Salmon's going to chase it all the way down into the corner.
Yeah, we said before the game, Rick, that South Australia may struggle with the speed and keeping up with a much bigger WA squad, but you wouldn't know it by looking at them.
No. But third period's when your legs start to run out a little bit sometimes, so we'll see how it goes. But this could be icing, I think. The Kodiak's going to be back to touch up. And we'll get a face-off deep in the South Australia zone. Noddle's line coming out with Ferguson and Reeder.
Yeah, WA having a bit of a reset here with the Noddle line back out. Noddle, who's been strong all tournament. I promised you the Swan, Rick, and hopefully we see one.
Here is Reeder off the face-off, straight behind the net. She's been tenacious out there tonight. Spinning into the corner, hits the brakes again. Little backhand pass in front, gets intercepted. And now Bedell trying to clear, held in. Oh, she gets it back. There's Bedell. Into the neutral zone down the left-hand side, over skates. And picked up by Noddle. Noddle with some speed, lays it off. There's a quick shot. And score! Sophie Reeder gets the little pass from Noddle. Is able to slip that through the keeper. And we got a 3-3 ball game.
I think young Sophie Reeder had that coming for a while, to be honest. She's been very good, very slippery all tournament. And she's been very slippery today. I think deserved one there. And you know, you feel for the goalie. You've got really slick Reeder coming down on you, and you've got Marina Noddle back door. Where do you go?
Yep, no, it's a nice pass from Noddle there. And just prior to that, I love the play behind the net when Reeder was just hitting the brakes, going one way, hitting the brakes, going the other way, setting it up. She's had a really good shift there, and it's rewarded with a goal.
Yeah, no, that's full credit to her. Hasn't had enough, and she's out there again.
And the WA girls have got their backs up, and here she is, going to chase down a loose puck in the far corner. Still battling, and I think that's Newbound trying to clear. Now it's going to pop out. Here is Magnuson, her shot.
Oh, that wasn't far off.
Just off the shoulder, looking about crossbar level. And now South Australia is going to come the other way. Here's a pass, here's a one-on-one. Harris trying to get around Magnuson. Can't do it, now she gets it deep. Webb behind the net. Into the corner. And it's going to come out of the zone. We're going to go delayed offside here, but now it's going to go off a shin pad. South Australia is going to control. Darley moves it back. Now a nice cross-ice pass off the stick. Magnuson's there again. Now she's going to find Malcolm. Malcolm with space, looking to get it moving forward. Just couldn't quite get it to Clark Compton. It's going to come all the way down, no icing. And around the boards. South Australia clears it out. Oh, here she comes again. Cybulski, she's been dangerous all night. Samson back to help out. Salmons. Nice tight curl, and can she get it out? Up the boards. Straight back, off her skate. Cybulski jumps on it. Cybulski. Oh, good skate there by Lukowiak.
Lukowiak,
excuse me.
The less you think about it, the easier it is to say.
Yeah. Lukowiak clears out the center. Holod goes D to D. Good pressure. Loose puck. WA is going to control. Into the zone steps Clark Compton. The danger Clark Compton. She makes a nice move on the back end. Couldn't quite break away from the defender.
Didn't mind the look of that toe drag in there, in tight as well. Not the easiest thing to pull off.
Yeah. Now South Australia gets it deep. Both teams changing. 6:43 left here in the third period. Tie game. Winning team into the gold medal game. Here's Ferguson breaking down the left-hand side. She's going to get it deep. No, it's not. It's cut off. Controlled well. And South Australia back the other way. Nice little poke check. Picked up by Harris. Her pass is taken away. Wegland trying to spin away from some forward checkers. Noddle gets in. Grabs the puck. Gets it deep. Behind the net. Holub. Going to play it off the boards. Gloved there. Reader's got it. Knocks it down. Bit of a collision. Now a loose puck. Noddle comes in to try and win it. She will. Noddle makes a nice move. Cuts to the left. Noddle centering pass through the crease. Comes out to Magnuson. She gets a quick shot. And it's gloved there off the bounce. We'll get a whistle.
Great passage of play there by Team WA. They've really ratcheted it up a gear here for this third and potentially final period.
Yeah, that second line's really moving now.
Yeah, they. And I'm not sure if you've noticed as well, Rick, that they're being a lot more defensively minded. When they've got two fast players going forward, they will have that extra player back to help the defence.
Yeah. All right, in the corner. Cybulski is going to try and get it out, but she gets through one forward checker, but it's poked away. She gets it back though, and now her pass is intercepted. Webb trying to get it in deep. It's going to come out to center. Salmons to control. Salmons looking for Malcolm, but it's taken away, but Malcolm kicks it onto the boards. She skates onto it, knocks it to the corner. Holub's back there. She's been strung on deal today. She leaves it. Clark Compton centering pass. Holub plays it back behind the net. Holub again with a chance to clear off the boards. Skates in the way. Salmons goes cross corner. Lund wraps it around the boards. South Australia trying to clear. Here's Green. Magnuson. Good little pinch. And she gets it in deep again. Clark Compton's going to get there first. Behind the net. Picks it up. Throws it in front, but WA is going for a change. And just wasn't enough help. Noddle coming in hard. Cybulski's got it again. Centering pass. We got a penalty coming up. But here's Reader walking on the right-hand side. The wrist shot. Save. So it looks like WA going on the power play again. There was a bit of a collision in front of the WA net. I thought it was inadvertent, but we've got a penalty coming up.
Yeah, we've got a penalty coming up.
Interference.
That puck was definitely still loose. I think Lukowiak may have given the ref a piece of her mind there for calling it dead. We've got 2 minutes for, was that interference?
That's interference.
Yeah.
And with 4:27 left, this is a huge power play for Western Australia. They're going to use their time out here and talk things over.
Yeah, this is where WA just need to, put the pass behind them and really just get a bit creative, take their time, still be defensively minded to a degree. But yeah, this is probably their best chance in the last 5 minutes.
So it'd be interesting to see what Donald McDonald's saying over there. Like for me, it would be, you got to watch out for this South Australian shorthanded forecheck. I mean, they've got 2 turnovers already, scored goals. It's something you've got to be very mindful of here in the closing minutes of this important game.
And that's the thing, you do, in games like this, you do sort of get in your head a little bit and you sort of want to crowd the puck a little bit more. And people want to be the hero of the game, but it's important to just, continue playing as a unit. Actually, to be honest with WA, you want to take a leaf out of South Australia's book. and be that conservative team that's working it around, getting the goalie moving, get in front of net, as we saw that worked with the Isle of Malcolm goal early.
Yeah.
And then if you're Team South Australia, you're just getting it out of there.
Yeah, and look, like we said, they're so aggressive on the forecheck. Will that continue this late in the game? Will they still have the legs with their shorter bench? It'd be interesting to see how this goes, but from what I've seen from the tenacity of these South Australian girls, I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep going.
Yeah, neither. I think, judging how South Australia's been going, I think we may need to order a bit of a drug test because they just don't stop.
Here's Salmons working the corner. She leaves it there. Stepping in. Here's Malcolm. Quick shot, save. Rebound cleared and out to center. Another good save from Knott.
Great opportunity.
Got the leg pad down. Now a pass off the forechecker again. Makowiak's going to pick it up. She's going to skate it out herself. Now a cross ice pass. Clark Crumpton takes it into the zone. Nice little drop pass to Noddle. Noddle to the corner. He's going to play it behind the net. A little give and go back to Noddle, but good interception there. That's Wegan trying to clear, taken away. Smith, Noddle. Noddle with a wrist shot from a tight angle. That's going to go over the net. Salmons is going to pick it up on the other side. Salmons. Backhand pass down low, finds Crumpton in the corner. Clark Crumpton gets bodied, but she's going to kick it onto her. Now she goes down, but Noddle's going to pick it up. Noddle with some space on the right-hand side. She's moving, cuts to the middle, wants to come down the middle. Her little backhand goes wide. Clark Crumpton with some time. Now it opens up for her. She moves in, goes to the slot. Clark Crumpton makes another move and take it away. Backhand score! Noddle! Marina Noddle scores a goal.
There's the swan.
There's the swan. That's a pretty good celebration. Oh my. But a great play there. All started with Clark Crumpton cutting to the middle.
Yeah, Marina.
Jumped around a couple.
Marina gives them the old chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavoured water as she comes out after a spectacular goal straight into the swan.
Yeah, that's just a huge goal.
Yeah, and I think, if anyone's going to get a goal and G up this WA team, it's Marina Noddle, loved by this entire bench. Great stuff by Marina Noddle. And we've actually got a freeze frame here, Rick, of the swan. I mean, call IHWA and tell them the logo's changing.
There you go. That's the cover of next year's tournament right there.
Yeah, that's the Michael Jordan rebrand.
But look, South Australia's not done yet. And here comes Chablewski down the side. On the right hand, here's a wrist shot. Blocker down. Loose puck's going to be cleared. Back out to center. Hold up. Plays it across. Ayers moves it quickly. This is Lund. Lund across the blue line. Wants to get her big wrist shot off. There it is. And gloved.
No sweat for Madeline Reid there. Team WA really just need to play a little conservative here. They can just sit on this lead. They know Team South Australia are going to push as hard as they possibly can. They can use that to their advantage. It'll be interesting to see when they pull the keeper here, Rick, because it's do or die.
True. Off the draw, Western Australia is going to control. Clark Crumpton plays it forward. Malcolm. She's going to flip it into the corner. Salmons is going to give it chase, but Ayers is going to get there first for South Australia. Round the boards and out to the middle. Makowiak with time here in the neutral zone. She's going to cut to the middle. She goes down. We got a penalty called here. South Australia is going to be shorthanded again.
It's about drawing that penalty, and Lukoviak does it expertly. But as we've seen, Rick, I don't think power plays really mean anything here because
that's true. They're going to attack regardless.
I don't think in a tournament, I've seen so many shorthanded goals.
Yeah, South Australia's going to take their time out here to rest their star players. So,
hey, if you're WA, you're taking this puck behind your net. You're just trying to grind this one down. You're not making silly mistakes, and you're definitely not drawing a penalty.
Yeah.
Marina Noddle gives us the old Cheshire Cat on the way past.
Yeah, she's feeling pretty good right now.
I think she's on a high.
So with South Australia, look, I think they're just going to keep doing what they've been doing during the penalty kill here. I'm sure that's what their coach is telling them. Jeff Fode, is it? They got to keep that pressure up. They're going to skate with it. I mean, They've got some wheels on the back end. Some of their defensemen can really move, and I think they're going to have to join the play here.
I think so.
They might risk an outnumbered attack back the other way, but you got to take that chance at this part of the tournament.
That's exactly
So
right.
we'll see how they go. We're going to have. Looks like they're going to go with Wiggins back on D.
And WA's
And
WA's really cleaned up their breakout as well. I'm not sure if you've noticed, they've been a lot lower than they were previously in the game. They know how hard this South Australian team can push, so they're very mindful of that now.
Yeah. On the draw, Nuttall's going to chip it to the corner. Now she has a quick shot from a tight angle, steered away. Chabluski into the corner. Thought Crompton's going to tip it away from her. Chabluski's going to pick it up, though. Now she can try and get around Nuttall. Chabluski, good wheels. She does. Chabluski is going to go end-to-end here. Working against Salmons. Chabluski hits the brakes. Looking for some help. Tries to center it. It's tipped away. Clark coming to controls. Now she's going to find Salmons. Here comes Western Australia again. 2-on-2. Salmons makes a little pass to the middle. Can't quite find Malcolm, but Malcolm's going to pick it up on the boards, get it deep, and behind the net it goes. All the way around. Clark Crumpton cuts back against traffic. Looking in front. She's got Noddle. She finds her. Oh, can't get the shot off. Second chance. Bounces off a player in front. And I think that's been grabbed there. Yep. Not just grabbed it out of the air.
Thought Marina Noddle was going to pull off the premature swan there. She was on 1 foot, but maybe sees into the future, potentially.
Yeah, Clark Crompton showing her skill there, like so composed in the offensive zone. Just a nice little pass.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, you're at last minute in a semi-final game and being that composed still, it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, and here she is again. She's going to get it deep. Malcolm behind the net. Noddle goes to the front. The pass goes that way, but gets through everyone. Lekowiak back at the blue line, holds it in. Now she works it down low. Salmons, give and go. Back to Lekowiak at the top. Lekowiak moves it to the right-hand side. Clark Crompton cross ice. The one-timer doesn't quite get it. And here's a chance. South Australia the other way. This is number 20, Amber Bedell. Did score earlier in the game, I believe.
56 seconds left, Rick.
Yep. And Bedell all the way down there. Salmons lays it off the boards. But a good poke there. Nice keep there by Aris. Aris again jumps in, taken away. Clearing attempt, hits a body, and again.
Number 20.
Now Aris has got it.
South Australia seems to be injured there. Must have caught a puck.
She took two, actually, on the two clears there. Now we've got a whistle. Oh, too many men coming up here against Western Australia. With 21 seconds left, now you pull the goalie.
Yeah, you'd pull the goalie now. That's...
Yeah, 21 seconds here.
21 seconds, muck me, says Ashley Ferguson, who definitely did not swear just then.
All right. So is that 5 seconds left in the box, or is that going to be slow? So, not sure?
No idea.
Okay, but South Australia has pulled the goalie. It's a 5-on-4. They got a player in the box coming out in a few seconds. At the top, here's Aris. Aris looking. Makes a pass down low. Bobbling puck, couldn't get the one-timer. Extra man's on. 6-on-4 South Australia. Just 10 seconds to go. Behind the net. Salmons takes it, tries to clear. It's going to be held in. Aris puts it at the net. Block in front, and that'll do it. Western Australia advances. And South Australia,
I think they...
pretty proud of themselves, so I thought they played a good game.
Honestly, WA made that a lot harder than it needed to be. Although, with that being said, I think South Australia made that a lot harder for WA than they were expecting.
Yeah.
Full credit to the South Australian team.
Absolutely.
That was incredible by them. That was incredible stuff by South Australia. But unfortunately, the penalties got to them. I think the legs got to them. And WA squeaks on through to face Queensland in the gold medal game tomorrow. A bit of a sleep in for them. I can't remember exact times, but Queensland up early to face the ACT for the bronze medal match.
Yeah, that's a great game. That's everything you want to see in a semi-final.
Oh, yeah.
It was close. Maybe a few too many penalties for my liking, but outside of that, I thought it was pretty good.
No, I think we could have done with half the amount of penalties, but it seemed to be that only half of them actually mattered anyway. But yeah, incredible stuff from South Australia. Just, as you said, tenacious team who did not give up. at any point in that whole game, and they were incredible to watch.
They were.
And we got to see the Swan, Rick. I promised.
Yeah, that was nice. That was good.
No, that was an incredible effort by Team South Australia there. I really can't give them enough credit for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, WA just too strong.
Yeah, too strong.
Bit of a precursor for the Queensland game. WA is the only team to have beaten Queensland in this whole tournament, Rick. So
is that right?
Yeah. So Queensland, who knows what they're thinking right now? But yeah, we're getting a Swan replay on the stream. Yeah, kids will grow up remembering that on TV. A la Miracle on Ice, I think. Yeah.
WA lining up to salute the fans. Come out to cheer them on in this very important semi-final game, and they've been able to deliver.
Yeah, they needed that one, I think.
Late power play goal by Marina Noddle, the difference. Set up by Clark Crompton, and 4-3 victory. WA holds on, shorthanded at the end there.
Yeah, it was. And the thing is what we were saying the whole game, Rick. They pivoted in that last period. They changed. They knew what South Australia were doing. They started breaking out low.
Yeah.
They started taking their time. They got the chockies.
Yeah, I think they had the legs in the end.
Yeah.
You could see it towards the last 3-4 minutes.
Yeah.
When you want to play your strong players. But some big efforts there from South Australia. I thought Saiplewski was really impressive. And as
Lund was
Holub on defense. Lund was good in the box a little bit though. Knott was great, I thought, in that. Just played some great hockey there, and I thought Aris was really good working through the neutral zone with their speed.
Yeah, in the end, South Australia outshoot WA 23-21, but WA outscore South Australia 4-3, or South Adelaide, as you would say, Rick.
Yeah.
I think on that, we're about to get the please wrap it up from Cass. Yeah, we are. Rick, thank you so much for joining me.
Fantastic stuff, loved it.
Hopefully you and I get down to a few more games, because, it is a privilege and an honour to be able to do these commentary games. Any final thoughts from you, Rick?
Final thoughts, I think WA looks good. I think they're a real good chance tomorrow. And, I'll definitely be watching. Can't wait to see it.
I'll be hiding in the storage room at work if I can't get down here watching. So that's James Whistler signing off for Rick Cooper, and we'll see you guys soon.